Okay, good morning everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay today. We are doing round 2 here. Gonna have to excuse me just a hot second while I do the initial setup. Oh, oops. Okay, there's that. I hope the music is okay. I apologize, this is still a setup process for me. But hopefully a little bit more tinkering around here and we'll have her. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go this way with it. The good thing is, nothing is officially out in the public for everybody to watch, but this is still giving us some practice here. Boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, double check this. Okay. That. Okay. Now I'm gonna go here. This is quite the interesting thing. I think there's a way that I can do this where I can get all my setup stuff done ahead of time, but I don't really know anything about that, so we're just going to keep tinkering this way. I'm going to mute myself for just a hot second here. I'm going to mute myself for just a hot second here. I'm going to mute myself for just a hot second here. Okay, well, it appears I don't need to mute myself because everything is going just fine. So, time to have a little bit of fun here. There's stop number 1. Boom. Kerplow. Just sending a couple quick invites out here. See if we can get some attention going. Not that I per se want to get too crazy here, but this could be a little bit of fun. Alright. So now can I do that? I don't know. Can, that'd be great. Alright, I apologize for any delays here, folks. I am still tinkering, just trying to get the right little bit of entertainment going here. This shall be fun. Da, 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 da. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning. It will be a wonderful day to play a little bit of Hunt Royale this morning, just to get a little familiar with it here. And I doubt that I'll teach you too much anything that you probably don't already know, but who knows? It's very possible we could learn something today. More than likely, all I'm going to be doing today is just essentially playing around on Chaos, maybe doing a little bit of ADF, maybe doing a little bit of Dark Forest, or whatever, just whatever people need. If some of my clan members pop on, I'll run them. If a couple folks pop in the stream, I'll run a couple with them too. Like I said, this is just tinkering around here. Labeled it Chillin with Cthulhu, or Cthulhu rather. So that is the intent of this video. It is not to get all crazy and up in arms and, oh my goodness, we have to do everything now. This is going to be a mellow stream, so hopefully my stream just stays nice and calm for me, and if it gains traction in the future, we might have to rename it. But for now, it's just chilling and hanging out and playing. And if anybody has any questions, as always, when I'm on the Can Do stream, I'm more than happy to answer what I can. If I can't answer it, I'll do some searching around, see if I can't find an answer for you. I know there's a lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people with gear questions almost always. We try and handle that kind of stuff when we're not streaming, because it allows more opportunity for things that we can actively do right now. But if things are slow, then no reason that we can't answer any questions you may have. Right now it's just me. I say we because who knows who's going to pop in here. Tommy may pop in just for the sake of popping in. Beyond that, we do have the Discord channel on my description here for anybody that is looking for a clan to join. American Dream is recruiting. What else? Good buddy Mucha really enjoyed the first stream I ever did. I gave the content creator code that I recommend using at the moment, the one that I use, I should say, and the reason for that is I do not have content creator code, so I might as well have it go somewhere where I know where it's going and I know what it's being used for and everything, which is cool things like a community skin, the Frankie skin that is dropping soon. It's in 3D right now. We have put that out there with the help of the donors. We have been able to fund a skin that is free for everybody that wants it. There are exceptions to that list for various reasons, but in general the idea is that everybody that wants that skin is welcome to have it. Unless you've done something that makes that not a possibility. But if you want more information on that, I suggest checking out content creator Olga Bater. Yes, I pronounced that probably not right. Matter of fact, let me take a looky-loo, and I will see if I can find that for you. Okay, yeah. Oguradader. That is the pronunciation of said content creator code. It's also listed as content creator code Tommy Can Do. LGRRADTR or Tommy Can Do. Both of those are acceptable for content creator code. I am supporting him myself with that content creator code support. Very good community, very cool people. So I would recommend doing that. It helps us to do giveaways in his stream and possibly in mine at some point. I don't know. We'll have to discuss that a little bit if I don't get my own creator code, which is perfectly fine. I don't intend on being a regular streamer. I don't intend on having exceptionally regular content or whatever. As of right now, this is just a tinker around thing and see if I can get comfortable with doing it and enjoy doing it. So time during regular life schedule would make it exceptionally difficult for me to get a regular schedule of stream activity. But if there's enough interest, maybe I will start doing it a little bit more often. Like maybe a once a month video or something like that, or even some, maybe not necessarily lives, but I could probably do some content for the channel that people could check out at a later time. That would probably not be a big issue to do that. So yeah, we'll just have to tinker around a little bit and see. Right now, I am thinking probably spent 15 minutes goofing off. I will probably stream for an hour, maybe two, and then and we'll see how that goes.
Turn down for what?
Okay. Now, I have not tried to do this yet. I may need to tinker around with this. It may turn into a situation of I've got too much going on in the background. So I will have to tinker with this a little bit. And of course, getting people involved and in here to give me some feedback will definitely give some help. If I get too quiet at any given point in time, please send a message either to me in game or preferably not in game because it takes forever for those to go, but hit me on Discord or in the live chat here. I'm trying to keep an eye on that stuff and see where I've got my levels at, if I need to lock them in place or if I need to adjust them or any of that. But I did throw some music on in the background. I figured out how to do that. That was Suno or something like that was the site. I've got the link in the description. That was the one stipulation for using that music that they required, was that I post that in the description there. So I don't have a problem doing that. I will eventually create my own. I just don't know how soon that's going to be, and of course that's going to be contingent upon whether I decide to continue doing this or not. So without any further ado, I am going to jump right into a game here. This fella has been asking for runs. So I'm going to pull him in if he is available. Perfect. One of the bad things for me, now that we've got all these awakened, this, that, and the other, and second awakening and all that stuff, it's picking different hunters, see what's actually working. I have fun playing around with it, but I feel like I make people wait too long sometimes because they're used to super speedy runs at this point. But it's all a learning curve. Why is he not dying? There we go. Apparently if you stand inside the mini-boss, it does not help kill the mini-boss. Future reference. This will be my slowest level, probably. Depending I don't screw up, it'll be fine though. And away we go. As long as he remembers to keep killing, which he has been exceptionally good about in the past, we will be perfectly fine, and this is going to go super speedy. And away we go. There's so many different options now, like, oops. Oh, I thought he was going to get me. Like all the things that people used to not run because they were absolute garbage, they're really not garbage anymore. Some of them still are, but the overall consensus here, we've got things like Ape Lord, which I never would have touched before, and now he is just a speed demon. He's also a big fan of Tommy Can Do peanut butter. That's a commercial that I do for the Can Do stream. I decided, you know what? I do it over there, I might as well do it over here and draw people to Tommy Can Do. Service for the people. Alright, I'm gonna play around with... Let's go with this guy. I haven't done him in a while. One of the most underrated Awakened 2 initially, I think. Or unexpected, maybe, was the better word for that. Haha, somebody got a Sun Wukong leveled up here. That's cool. Get a little bit more beefiness here. Ooh, they are popping in awful close. Nothing wrong with that though, that speeds things up, as long as we're paying attention. Alright, level 6. I've gotten quite a bit of flack for this from a couple individuals that this isn't the way that I would have gone, and this, that, and the other. Well, that's perfectly fine. I like to go him because once you get him up and rolling here, he is just, again, a beast. It's just pop, drop, away you go. Whoop, or pop the crystal. And he popped the other one. Good. There's that, and away we go again. Ta-da! Okay, so on 7. That's cool. Yeah, let's just go with a normal. Hello! Oh, you want centipede? Cool. Quick and easy fun for the whole family. Ninja. Making his kills. Oh man, I told one of my clan members I would have done something there. I'll have to catch it on the next round. We had a little funny going on intended for when I'm running in stream with anybody else, just because it adds that little tiny bit of humor to it for anybody that knows the reference. But I may have to make it a point. There we go. He's going to get that one. Cool. To do that. I'm wondering if I invited the wrong fellow. Because this guy is cooking. I may have to do that in another another match. Just 2 takes of him. It's amazing how fast this guy is now. Now, here we go. Let's do... I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. Boom. Uh-oh. Double trouble. Yes, I will focus damage. He's probably going to focus terror. Maybe neither of us focus terror. Oof. There we go. This is what happens when you have too many of the same thing. We're both running very synchronized. This is awesome. Usually it's both of you going for the same thing and one of you doesn't realize that they did it, and then you're all over each other. It just makes things difficult. And we'll have to give this fella a shout out afterwards and let him know that he is officially the second one to ever run in a stream with me. Get this guy hit here. Ooh. Ah, get out of there. Give some spawn time here. There we go. See if he catches that. Yep, he's going good. Alright. And that is all she wrote, folks. That was a 7-minute, 22-second Dark Forest. I've seen faster, I've done maybe a faster, but all in all, that was a good game. I definitely invited the wrong guy. That would explain why we were so well in sync. The other fellow that I was referring to has a very similar name. We will see what happens here. He's already popped in another game, so I'm not going to get too excitable. In the meantime, I suppose one thing I could do is go in here. Once you get to see this here, I've got my gear setups. They are not 100% optimized by any stretch of the imagination. These are just what I've been running, and they've been working. So I've got a fire set there, got the rot set there. I'm just going to bounce through them. I'm not going to read them all off. But if anybody watches this and happens to see anything that they have a question on, feel free to shoot a message and ask or whatever. Pop in Tommy Cando's Discord. Ask questions in there. There's lots of helpful people there. Pop in our Discord and ask questions there. Lots of people are willing to help there as well. As far as getting runs in, a lot of times folks will help you. If you're in our clan, the American Dream, you're going to take preference as far as runs go. We're trying to help build our clan up, get them a little better. We're not going for the #1 spot or anything. We just want to help everybody get to where they can enjoy more parts of the game. So the more people that we have that are in the upper levels, the more people we have that are able to help others. So that's the name of the game here, making sure that everybody gets a little bit of help here and there. Still going to take some grind on your part. There is fast tracks all the way to the top. Then you don't learn some of the basic dynamic of the game and basic interactions that need to happen. You can do it on your own. You can do it that way if you want. It's just going to make things a lot harder for you, in my opinion. So I would find it personally more beneficial. Do some runs with people. Do some runs by yourself. Play around with some different things. Try different methods and different setups. You never know what's going to work until you try, pretty much. There's a lot of people who've tried a lot of things, but not everybody has tried everything. So find something you like, something that fits your play style, and enjoy it. So one thing that a lot of people misunderstand or are confused on, if you have a good support set, that is all you need to be carried in ADF. Yes, it would make it a lot easier if you had the matching element sets and all that stuff, but if you don't, it's completely fine. I have been carrying folks quite a bit just to get them some runs in there, let them experience that for the first time. I'm finding that a lot of times once they get that first run and they're like, oh man, how can I make this better? How can I get my gear to a point where it's easier, and then start working their way into the different gear sets and stuff that way, because it opens up a lot of doors for being able to do that. It's a crazy thing. There was a long time people were saying you need 5 sets to go into ADF. You don't need 5 to go into ADF. You need at least 5 theoretically to run it, but you really don't even need that per se. I use 3. My fire set, my rot set, and my support set. Those are my 3 primary go-tos. I do use an earth set periodically. Depends on the level, of course. Very seldom do I use a poison set. Just personal preference on that. Some people really love it. I don't care for it myself. But your primaries are your fire, earth, rot, and then your support sets corresponding to them. But if you don't have the support sets corresponding to them because you need a different piece of gear, this, that, or the other, that's also entirely fine. Build a plain no damage type, or earth damage type, or rot damage type support set. That way you're not stealing stacks if it's a stack level, and you'll be able to rip through there, or at least help rip through it. But the key elements to it is weakness and disease. If you have both of those on that gear set, and you have it set up properly, it's not going to be a big deal. A lot of people are more capable of being carried in there efficiently than they think. I've been running with an individual named Doc, which they have one set up currently, and they have fire, so it's been a fire support set the entire time, and they have learned how to be an effective support. And we have had things like a 7-minute and some odd second run in ADF. So it can be done. A lot of times it comes down to hunter selection too, knowing which hunters to pick and having the hunters available to pick. I do have a couple tinker around stuff at the end there. Do I need all these sets? Absolutely not. A lot of them I set them up just to tinker with them. So I do use my Anubis set. I use my Frankie set just for efficiency. They're not necessary. They do make things a lot easier. Looks like he is doing other stuff. He or she is doing other stuff. So I suppose while we're doing this, we can go in here and check this out. This is one of my least favorites. Okay, let's see. So we'll go here, we'll go here. This is the only one I haven't set up a dedicated piece for yet. I probably could, it's just kind of a waste of time at this point. Or a waste of resources, more accurately. I may get smoked on this, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, not too shabby. Alright, now the first thing for me to do is go back in here and fix that, because I do not want to go into an ADF and have that improper. Not entirely crippling, but bad enough that, that I don't want to do that. Alright, let's see how this guy does in here. This is the first time running him in here. So far, not too bad. Add that, add that. Sure, why not? Get some distance going here, that'll speed things up a little. Well, not speed things up because of how this is set up. Better run the whole thing, and that's perfectly fine. There's another one that just turned into a straight up tank with the stackability and all that. Should essentially be able to go sentry mode. Not an official mode type or anything, but pretty much just stand in one spot and let them launch once I get things going here. keep adding a little distance to her, and I'll be able to map shot. Now let's pick up the attack speeds here, see what we can do there. A lot of this is just playing. Like, Rocky might have been a better choice because of his attack style, but this one seems to be doing perfectly fine. I don't really need more strength at this point. He's destroying them fast or easily enough. He just needs more speed at it. And of course, proper gear setup, again, comes down to a lot of the things. I am not real good with the early game setups. So anything doing with those, I like to defer those questions to other people and just contribute my personal experiences with their setups. There's some very basic setups that I cannot for the life of me remember that make things like this easy. If anybody needs any of that information, again, reach out. I'll do what I can to help you. And I'll at least give you the best I can give you with my own perspective based off of what you have. Seems to have worked okay in the past, but there's definitely better ways to do that. I should do a gear setup with the basic early game setup, but I'll leave that to the ones that stream more regularly. Pretty much just a sit and wait for the end of the game period here now. And that is all she wrote. I suppose we might as well run some of these, eh? That was totally unnecessary, by the way. I could have sped that up. I'm going to take a little brief pause here for one primary reason. And that is to send a quick message out. that I forgot to send earlier. Because we are the right supplier. I'm going to go this way for the lulls. Speaking of lulls, iLulls Jam. iLulls is a streamer and one of the cooler folks that I've met in Hunt Royale. Super awesome dude. Very chill. Definitely worth checking out. I would check out his content as well for sure. He plays other games as well, so that makes a difference, and so does Tommy. But I'm trying to focus primarily on Hunt Royale. I don't have time for a lot of excess games, etc., etc. But those guys do. So if you're into watching games or you're into checking out new stuff, different stuff, I'd definitely go those directions because you're going to get a wide variety of things. If you come to my stream, it's going to be Hunt Royale. Maybe we'll get some offshoot conversation during the game, but beyond that, that's pretty much where I'm going to be. And like I said, it's not going to be super frequent. We've got 2 in a row now, yesterday and today, and yeah, it's not a bad thing. But sitting here talking to myself, trying to imagine what somebody else would say or ask questions on, not really my strong suit. Using a lot of ums, trying to fill the space. Noticed I'm doing that a lot. It's just difficult to sit here and talk to yourself. On a general basis, people don't have monologues, but I do right now. So, yeah, hopefully somebody pops in here and gives me a little bit of conversation. Would be great, but if not, no big deal. I would probably be less talkative unless I keep thinking of different stuff that might be asked. You know what, I'm just going to clear through these. You know what, just because I haven't played with him in here, I'm going to go for it. There he is. That's the guy I was talking about earlier. Switch out my gear here. I don't know if you can see his chat there, but he says, "Welcome to the stream." The Steam he said originally. That's funny. Another part of the reason for this is you might be able to do some interesting pair-ups and whatnot. I'm not sure what the capabilities are, streamer to streamer or whatever, but I had done some talking with a couple folks about doing some mutual things. We'll see how that goes. Boy, I should have just went with a strong hunter here. That's alright. Looks like he doesn't have enough fire to stack, or I am outstacking him. Ooh. There, that'll speed her up a little bit. Oh, this is going to be fun. No, that's a heavy bomber level. Oof. Oh, excuse me. All right. I don't want to subject him to too much getting beaten on, but I am going to pick some odd picks this time just to see how they run. I keep forgetting I don't need to stand 42 miles away from this guy. ADF, you can't get near him except from level 5, but he hits like a truck. In here, though, I can just kind of hang out on him. Get some damage boost going here. Maybe that'll speed this up a little bit. One thing I haven't figured out how to do is share the chat in the chat from the live stream into the video. I noticed that on yesterday's video, so I'll figure out how to do that. I've got a few people that might be able to give me some pointers there. Okay, well, I got some extra fun stuff going here. Maybe this will get cooking. A lot of bombers again. A lot of bombers. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go back down here because the avoids fire level. Might as well use fire with fire, right? Alright, we're coming up on the hour mark. I am probably going to go ahead and kill the stream once we finish this round. It doesn't look like I'm getting anybody coming in, which is fine. Maybe I'll stick around just a little bit longer. It is pretty early yet in this part of the world. There we go. Sometimes you just got to give people a chance to wake up at the crack of noon, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't realize he went superhero. I would not have gone this route. This is one of the most lethal combos in the game. Running Absurd and Grilling the Golem. Whew. To quote the infamous dog, bing bong. Yeah. Alright. Cup of coffee? Oh, there we go. Speaking of folks with one set, ooh, I don't have a good carry set. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. So that list, I believe, resets every half hour or after you clear round one. Which I guess theoretically I could do the reset. I could run with that set and we could probably make it, but I'll just wait. And speaking of that, I'm going to leave you guys on the idle screen here for a moment while I check. He was asking if I shared the renderings. Yes, I did. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see where he's at. Fisher's still on 2. Okay. Now I suppose we'll do this while we wait. He's always appreciative. Excuse me, appreciative of a good run. I'm not going to read the chat conversation that's going on, but if you pay attention to it, some funny things get said sometimes, especially when you get the right folks in there. That's what happens when you goof around. That was funny. This is wow, 3-point me straight into a bomber. That is common functionality, I must say so. Excuse me. Come snake. I'm a sneaky snake. I'm a snake. Snakey, snakey, snake. What am I doing? You could. Alright. Well, it sounds like I might have done some recruiting there. We'll see how that goes. This dude's pretty awesome. A little unruly at times, but he's a pretty solid cat. I enjoy playing around. He's been super helpful in a lot of different ways, contributing ideas and, if nothing else, comedic relief. Just a super fun person. I wasn't sure how to take him at first, but after getting to know him just a little bit, just a really solid person. I don't know if y'all caught it in his chat bubble or not. Mega Knight Trash is who it is. He's just, like I said, just a solid person. Really enjoy their company too. That's an interesting choice. Alright, well let's go with an interesting choice for an interesting choice. No, we won't. Just for the sake of efficiency, I'll stick to what I know. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. A little bit slow out the gate. Take these guys out because they annoy me. Apparently need more levels. Ouch. This is not by any stretch of the imagination my strongest gear. But typically it's pretty efficient in here. If he would have chosen Succubus or Growing Golem, this would have been done before it started pretty much. But that's okay. Alright, away we go. And he went Torment. That is perfect. This is another perfect pairing. Just like Tommy can do peanut butter and I loves jam. The perfect partners for your sandwich. One of these days that's going to catch on to a point where there's going to have to be some product made. Ah, wasted. Alright guys, I am over an hour. That was my goal. So I am going to kill the stream here. I hope everybody enjoys the show. Hope the sound was alright. I didn't have my my lead moderator in here this time. A little bit too early in the morning, I think. But I will catch y'all on the next one.